Welcome back everyone to another mod showcase, and today we're going to be doing a review for the Twilight Forest mod. And everybody's already familiar with this mod. It adds a dimension, you get to fight different bosses, you get to experience different things. I mean, Twilight Forest to me is more like a mystical world that has eternal night, so all you just see is the stars and everything is just dark. I mean, I mostly prefer the overworld, but most of you, if I'm trying to rephrase it, some of you guys probably like the night. So you can, stargaze for hours or forever. So go to the Twilight Forest if you ever, love to watch the stars instead of just worrying about the sun coming up. But anyways, we're just going to continue with our review. So we have all this armor right here for the reason is because we might be fighting a few bosses. Not all of them, but just enough just to show you guys what happens when you encounter them. And I just got all this netherite, so now we have equipped ourselves with netherite, and we got our shield just in case, because we might be fighting some mobs. But first, we're going to have to make ourselves a portal. And what we're going to have to do is get some flowers. I mean, it could be any assortment of flowers. You just need at least like 12 of them, I assume. So all you just need to do is just build that. And somebody is sending me a text message during my showcase. It's probably one of my family members. But we're still going to continue because showcasing is what matters. So we're just going to build the 2x2 just by borrowing some of these blocks around here. And I am not going to be scripting this because the experience is about immersion. It's not about procedures. So all we just got to do is do it like that. Then we just got to place our flowers like so, like this. Like I said, the combination could be anything. And I think we might have to like add some blocks on the corners too, because I don't think it accepts that. It has to be like very complete in a way. I mean, that's just for my, mental sense. So now that we have this set up, just drop the diamond in there. Now we can go to the Twilight Forest. And you can see it could be any type of flower in Minecraft. And you can also see a little bit of the water. Like, it's still like a portal that looks like another portal, but it's facing downwards. But you can see a little bit of the water. But anyways, we're going to go and jump into the Twilight Forest to see the mystical land of Twilight. Now we are in the Twilight Forest, and what's crazy, we have been spawned right next to our first boss. Kind of funny, but I'm going to put out my torch so I can see because it is pretty dark and a little bit laggy, but you can see that it's very immersive once you get the hang of this place. But if you also installed the first person mod, or first-person model mod, it's actually very immersive. So it doesn't feel like you're on the game, but you're in the game. So we're going to have to go and meet our first boss, but we're going to have to first enter his place. And this is the reason why I have golden apples and golden carrots, because this dude does do a lot of damage, but I think we're currently on easy mode. So I think it's just a lot easier for us to do the showcase, just to show the minimalized effects. Because I already know what it feels like to get my butt kicked by a snake. And we just need a few more blocks. Or we could just break this little slab here. I mean, it's not going to make us or break us. But once we get here, just going to break a few more. There we go. You can see that the snake is in the distance. It's quite dark, but you can see him. Like, he's right there. He's going to try to get up on here. So, yeah, he can break blocks, too. So be extra careful. Okay, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Calm down, snake. See, yeah, so since we have this shield, it makes it a little bit easier for us to attack him. But we are wearing full netherite. So this is going to be a little bit easier for us to attack him. I should give myself night vision so you guys can see a little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to let my shield charge. Yeah, so as long as you have a shield, this boss is pretty easy. The older versions, you can't really block his attacks. So that's the problem. So we just got to, like, avoid this dude's aggression. And he's almost halfway dead. Come on. He's so stupid. He's not learning, like, his lesson. Like... And as time goes on, his tail does get shorter to indicate his health. He's so stupid. Once you smack him, he's gone for good. and it just spawns in a chest. So you gotta go right where the chest is going to be located, and you get all those advancements and nice achievements. You can also get his nice blocks if you want designs. So once you do that, you get yourself the Naga trophy. The reason why I said it like that is because it's based on how people pronounce his name, and it's all based on the perception of how the name is said, because I just don't want to deal with the social pressure of what people think is how it's supposed to be said. But since I'm mostly self-aware of what people are going to think of it, I'm just going to say it in a way that's very silly. It's mostly the Naga trophy. So yeah, the Naga head. I might end up saying that. And also, too, I did a previous recording on doing the wool quest for this showcase. I was not expecting to come across this ram at all, and I was very confused on how this worked. So you're going to have to get at least 16 pieces of wool, and once you do, he's going to drop his horn, or the crumble horn, and a bundle, which gives you 1 block of iron, 1 block of copper, 1 block of diamond, 1 block of gold. It's basically like 1 block of just about certain things that can be helpful, but not netherite blocks. So you better think again about that. But anyways, we're going to have to find another area that we can travel to. And you can see there is a snow biome to make things easier. And also forget to mention, if you ever in the Twilight Forest, just make sure you install the waypoint or the waystones mod, just in case you ever get lost if you want to go back to your home world in the overworld or the portal, because this place is very vast once you get very immersed in here. But over here we got ourselves is our first area, but I think it's supposed to be covered by snow. Okay, everything seems normal here. So yeah, we're getting frostbite right now. Yeah, that's the problem. So it's basically cursed, and we got ourselves a little kobold that actually gives us information about what to do. You actually got to kill him. It's part of the whole thing. So now that we have the book, you got to read the information. And look at that, we got the Yeti right there. So you got to read the information, and it tells you some little hints, such as the blizzard surrounding these snowing lands is unceasing. This is no ordinary snowfall. This is a magical phenomenon. It already highlights it's a magical one, so you got to figure this one out. I will have to conduct experiments to find what is capable causing such effect. The curse seems to be a type of power for one being alone to produce. Several wizards working in combination would be necessary. If one of the wizards stopped contributing, the blizzard would calm. Strangely, my divinations do not show signs of any nearby living wizards. I did see something interesting in one of those nearby pointy roof towers, though. So it highlights that we're going to have to look for the Lich, because he is going to be your next boss to fight. And some people are probably wondering, how do you actually fight this dude? I will say in either 1.7.10 or 1.12.2 or the current version, which is, I guess, 1.21.4 or 1.21.1. All you just gotta do is just deflect those ender pearls that he keeps shooting at you, and then you can easily take him down, because he's not that hard. But don't underestimate him, because he can summon his minions very easily to overpower you. So we just gotta go and look for the Lich Tower, but it's very useful if you should get a map that can point to you like where to go. But I may have to fetch the map just in case, if you probably want to know how to navigate through all of this. So I am going to go into a creative mode for this case and go to Twilight Forest items, and I think this is what the blank magic map. This probably tells you like where everything is. So if we click it, it should point where everything is, and it says I can see forever. So you can see that there's a little bit of like a regular map, but this map is for Twilight Forest. So you can see like where we at. Like we know we're near the snow biome, so we gotta look for the Lich. But it's kind of hard just to navigate in these dark forests, because it's naturally dark in Twilight Forest. Like the sun never shines. It's always dark, eternal, everlasting night. Alright, so I think I know where our Lich is. So you can kind of not see him, but he's very close to like the very bottom right of our map over here. Like he's a very small spectacle. So we have to travel through these biomes or these big land masses just to get to him. So we're going to have to make some, ways to get around here. But man, this Twilight Forest is insanely dark. I think if it was with shaders, it's pretty dark. I mean, I could probably turn off the shaders just to make it a little bit easier to navigate and maybe tone down for the performance, because it's very nice to have some nice cinematics, but it's very dark just to show everything that you guys probably want to see. We're almost close to the tower, and I think without the shaders, it still looks pretty promising and very immersive, but shaders is only good for, I guess, appearance for like screenshots or something, but I don't really depend on shaders for everything. I mean, it's best to not depending on everything. Sometimes even just playing without shaders could be cool enough. So we should be getting closer to the Lich. I mean, I'm really trying to figure out this map because he's closer to the edge. Like, you can see that we're like right around here. And I think I do see some bricks and some very important detail, which is the Lich Tower. And then we got to enter in here. I mean, this is quite new. I remember the old version, we can just walk up in here and everything is just hunky-dory. This one here, has basically a security system. Oh, what is this? A zombie come out the ground? He literally just came out the ground. Okay, I am not expecting this. Wait, they even got zombies attached to the fence? Oh no, this is actually pretty insane. He's literally just leashed to there. Look at him. I feel bad for the zombie. I feel very bad for him. It's like he can't come any closer. But this is very interestingly new. Like, very new. Like, I did not expect for a zombie to be leashed in a whole security system. So I'm believing they're still doing some updates to this mod. So now we're inside. I know we're going to be doing for a lot of threats here. Like, we're just coming every closer. You can also kill them when they first spawn out. Damn. This place actually got a new facelift. Got coal, torchberries. I think torchberries are good. Oh, they give you a little bit of a glowing effect. That's kind of useful. And you also got some charm of keeping, which basically is item keep. So if you get those are very useful. It feels like I'm actually just playing the mod now. Feels great. Like, this is a whole new feel. Like, it feels so new. Like, they did a great job remodeling this. Whoa. Okay. We also got the floating books again. I mean, I didn't miss these guys one bit. These guys are very irritating. They drop books too. Just gotta fight the power of knowledge. And they give you slowness. Oh, we got a lot of amethyst shards. Hey! Dumb book. But this is very new. So let me go back down. Got these nice little rugs. Coronation carpet. Oh, too bad they're not craftable. You got a head that looks very terrifying. I hope he doesn't, like, jump out and just kill me. This is pretty new. What do you do? Do you move? That's pretty creepy. Like, I don't know. That's creepy. Oh, that's a chest. That's pretty cool. That's actually a nice looking chest. Guys, I'm actually very surprised that they did a lot of updates around here. And I remember there used to be like a lot of spawners. And I think the tower's a lot shorter too. So now we're going to be running up these stairs. I hope these stairs don't like collapse or anything. But this is very cool. So all you just gotta do is just go up the tower. Yep, those are these spawners. You gotta break those. And I think those spawners you can probably break, or are they like unbreakable ones? Nope. Skeleton, I'm going to take down your master. But there's so many places to visit now. Like, the immersion is just real. Like, very real. But, like, you can see, like, little spawners and everything. Ow. Don't hit me. I'm reviewing this place. We got witches. There's just a lot going on here. So let me just keep going higher on this lich tower. We're almost there to the top. Don't knock me down. This is not spleef. Oh no, we got the flying knowledge. No, this is not spleef. I think this is very dangerous, but it kind of creates the thrill of just danger. So let me just eat some golden apples. I hope these guys, they're really just following me over here. Alright, this is where the lich is. So he should be supposed to be spawning right now. Alright, so all you just gotta do is just deflect those pearls at him. See? You can see his armor points is like going down. You gotta weaken his defense. But I know he summons like, yeah, his minions or his shadow clones. Ah, he hits pretty hard. Like I said, don't underestimate this dude. He hits hard. No. No. So you're going to have to do a lot of dancing around. But you got to focus him mostly. Like, avoid his shadows. Just focus him. And some of them do throw pearls back. Kind of creates that very difficult feel. Great, you got a zombie over here. No. No. No, you're not trapping me. You're almost half HP, man. Where you at? Alright. This is very challenging. Zombie, can you leave? I'm trying to fight my battles here. Oh, if I could have used those, man. Okay, he's almost done for. He's almost done. Anything for science. Logic versus this. Ow! They hit pretty hard, even when I'm wearing netherite. This makes netherite literally just very pathetic. Alright, now it's time for us to fight him. Alright. This guy is now going to try hard, and he's going to keep teleporting like an Enderman. You're not running away. Alright. But, oh no. His minions are the problem. Oh, man, this is very dangerous gaming. Stop. And I think he heals a little bit, too. Let me just use sprint toggle. Yeah, you might have to sprint toggle this dude to death. Stop, you stupid. No. Oh, no. Leave me alone. I mean, it'd been better if you can use, like, projectiles, but this is, like, the real challenge. We're gonna get him. Stop teleporting. Alright. Okay, he's mad now. Yeah, time to fight. Be the lich you are. Come on. Alright. Now he's down for the count. He's just staring at me in disbelief. Bring out your dead. And he drops his crown. Yep, so his crown is dropped. That's actually pretty cool. They did a lot with this. That's pretty cool. Insanely cool. You also got the Examinate Essence. I don't know what that's actually used for, but that is entirely new. Like, very, very new. Like, that's new. They have added a lot of stuff for the Twilight Forest. I mean, usually, I'm not usually going to do these polished showcases or anything like that, but this is insane. Like, they have changed a lot of things here. Like, they had added a nice place for you to kill the lich. The Naga is probably still the same, but it makes you want to venture out in the other areas. Maybe try to see, like, what has changed. We also have the giants over here. Yep, they're still in the game. I mean, nothing has changed with them. But I need to look for that swamp. Like, where is it located at, man? Like, they're really trying to hide out on the continent from us. Like, this is some very interesting things, but it makes you think. Like, if they continue it, I wonder what the final boss would be if we actually do the castle. It might just be something very dangerous. But this here, this is the way to get to the whatchamacallit, the phantoms. And this place, I mean, I would tell you from experience, this place is very hard to navigate. It's so dark, it's like a labyrinth of its own. You're going to have to figure out on a way to get around the hermit crabs, those goblins, and everything. Like, everything is still a pain in the butt. Like, everything is still hard to deal with. Like, this is insane stuff. Like, you're going to have to navigate through each and every layer, and you're just going to have to find where the tombs are so you can slay the knights. But I mean, I'm not sure how the knight fight has changed. I'm not sure if they're more aggressive or if anything has changed, because it's more like a quality of life that's slightly changed for this type of feel. And this is where the phantoms are. So I'm going to spawn right here because I might make this my final boss fight because it's very insane. So this is the phantoms, and of course they're protected. Sorry, Cobloid, I'm just going to kill you. But it seems like these guys are not going to do anything because I haven't slayed the mushroom. Oh, never mind. They do fight. They do hurt. They do hurt. They do hurt. But I can't hit nothing. So yeah, that kind of sucks. I mean, they're still pretty normal like the original. I'm trying to see what else has changed. You also have the Urgas all the way up here. Just to show you like what happened here. Let me go to creative. Yep, the Urgas is still here. I'm very familiar with how this works. You just got to make sure you gather enough of the power and just drain his health, and then you get your rewards in the middle. I'll say this here is still pretty normal. I'll say the only thing that I've seen that's changed was that castle. All right, we're going to go right to that swamp. Okay, so this is the swamp where we're supposed to fight the Minotaur. So this is where we're going to have to look for him. I mean, I wish I could actually do this all by foot, but I really trying to get through this because there's just a lot that you can just explore. But I'm trying to see like what has changed and what has modified. And once you even get down here, you're going to be dealing with a whole maze. So I'm going to go to spectator mode because you got to go through all of this. But sometimes this is very rewarding if you really want to be very immersive in this. You can probably get yourself the maze pickaxe, which you can actually get, but you got to go through this whole entire maze to look for that very treasure. And that pickaxe is so useful that it has some nice perks. So if I type in the pickaxe and just look for the, I think it's like the maze pickaxe. I'm trying to see if it's in this one. I'm not sure. Let's see. No. I think it might be the other one. Because usually when you do the whole maze, you get like Fortune 2 and you could, you know, mine this whole structure to get through the maze a lot more efficiently. But it seems like it's not in there, so you're going to have to go to the boss room, which you're going to go through all these rooms until you get to right here. This is where the boss is. And don't worry, he's not that hard either. He's kind of like one of those easy ones. Like, you can just camp like near the outside. Like, if I just go spectator mode again and then go to survival, you'll see how easy it is because he's just not that challenging. Like, I could just be like right here, and if I wanted to get my attention, I just gotta break some blocks. Why is it not letting me break the block? It's not letting me break blocks. That's kind of strange. Let me go to creative mode. I'm having technical difficulties. All right, so we go to, oh, it was set to adventure. I'm so stupid. Survival. Yeah, so he's going to charge at me with his axe, but knowing good and well, he might not be able to fit through there. Yep, he's pretty much an easy boss. I don't know why. They could have made it where you get pulled in and you're forced to fight him, but he really doesn't stand a chance. Like, he can charge, but he still failed. And once you do that, you get yourself the Diamond Minotaur Axe. Very useful, and another trophy. And sometimes you get like nice loot such as like steel leaf leggings, ironwood, iron. I didn't really go over with the armor or anything because you can just craft it yourself because, I mean, netherite is still pretty decent, but these guys are still pretty tough to fight. You also got red thread. I think you could use it to make like a bow or traveler's goggles. Okay, so I think this is pretty good. You can also make some nice goggles for traveling. And a maze map focus. Oh, this thing is actually pretty useful. I can actually show you guys how this is used. If I just go to creative mode, get a crafting table, and I get like a ton of crafting tables, this is how you actually make the uncrafting table, which all you just need is a ton of crafting tables and the maze map focus. Get the uncrafting table. And some people are probably trying to wonder, what is the uncrafting table? Well, for those that probably don't know Twilight Forest, what you do is you add an item that you want to uncraft, and what happens is you can uncraft the items, but it's going to require you some experience points just for you to give it up. But in order to do that, all you just got to do is just click it, and then you just claim your items just like that. That's how easy it is. It can also be treated as a regular crafting table. So this is kind of like a hybrid of a crafting table and an uncrafting table at the same time. So you can literally just get rid of this crafting table and just go with the uncrafting table. And I can still like craft myself a chest piece and go like that. That is how useful it is. Like, it's basically like recycling. Useful ways to recycle. And is there anything I can, unrecycle here? We can also unrecycle the shield, but it also takes one item because it has durability. Still, this stuff is very useful once you get the hang of it. But yeah, I think that is going to conclude for this whole showcase. I mean, it's quite messy because Twilight Forest is mostly about mystical magic and mysterious entities and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not much of a good person explaining magic because I'm mostly a tech guy that relates to logic and what's based in reality. But once you do come to the Twilight Forest, you're just going to see eternal night. It's barely going to be sunny. All you're just going to see is a lot of mobs, a lot of different things that you can try, different aesthetics, and different things to get around. And also you can probably come across some spiders just to slay and some nice shibis, whatever they called. Let me eat that. I don't think that does anything. I think that's just like some good food. But yeah, I think that's going to conclude for this whole showcase. But if you guys find this helpful, then I'm very thankful. But until next time, we're going to do another showcase, but I'm not sure what it's going to be because there's so many mods that exist. So yeah, see you guys later with another mod showcase.